back. Today I'm going to be making a sausage and egg burrito, so to speak. I am not using traditional tortillas. I'm using an egg. I'm going to be using 3 eggs, and I'm going to make a tortilla out of that. And I'm going to be using some of my Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. This is the rest of it. I'm going to weigh it out on my scale. I don't know if you can see, but I have plastic wrap over the scale to protect it. And I'm going to be weighing out about 4 ounces. I'll see what that looks like. Okay, so I have to take some away. I think I'll do 5.5 ounces. That looks good enough. So next, I'm going to be seeding my jalapenos. I have 2 jalapenos. I'll be adding a mozzarella stick. You can use just mozzarella on its own, but I find this simpler to just use the mozzarella stick. So let's remove the scale. I'm going to bring over a plate so I can see the mozzarella. So I can see the jalapenos. I probably should have done this before touching the the sausage, but it really doesn't matter. It's going inside the sausage. I don't really like the seeds, not a lot anyway, because I'm not going for the heat. So I'm coring this, pulling out the core and the seeds. Be careful with your eyes. I don't know, can you see that? If you want an easier route, you just slice it down, and then you can scrape out. I'll show you. You can just slice and then just scrape out the seeds and everything. Why am I fighting with this? I want to take off these gloves so bad. Can you give me a spoon, please? So I'll show you this way. Just literally scrape it with the spoon. Scrape out the seeds. I don't know how much you can see, but it's that simple when you use a spoon. You kind of scoop and remove. If you want a little of the heat, you go ahead and leave some of the seeds in it. And I'm not gonna lie, I usually do this without gloves. I just know not to touch my face for the rest of that day, because the oils from the jalapeno will stay in your hands. But trying to use these gloves, I'm trying to be responsible, so whoever's watching don't go and burn out their eyes and say Shay told me. So I'll do this one again the original way and just core it and push out the seeds. I'm pushing my knife as far in as possible. You do it one direction, you do it the other direction, and then you just pull it out. You put that little hole in there, and then you can just pull. So now I'm just knocking out all of the seeds. There are just about 2 seeds, no core. You can do it however you want to do it. Okay guys, so the next step, I'm gonna flatten out my roll of sausage. Remember, use whatever sausage you like. I'm using the Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. I'm gonna make it in a sort of a square shape. And you can also use however much you like. So I'm using 5 ounces. Well, it was about 5.5. I think that's enough, you know. And then we're gonna add in the cheese stick and also the jalapeno. Now remember, if you want extra heat, leave the seeds in. If you don't, leave them out. So I'll show you how the how I do the side that I cut in half. I would just put the one part underneath, place the mozzarella stick on top, and put the lid on. But if you use the one that you just cored, you just slide it in. You know. So I'm gonna turn this around. And I try to leave a little on the edges so I can seal this in. So I let my edges be kind of thin, just so they can seal over. This is super simple if you're not recording, but I'm recording, so it is what it is. I'm going to now lift. You guys see this? Lift your paper, your parchment or wax paper, whatever you choose to use. So you just want to be kind of patient and allow it to just slide off. And then for the other side, we can either continue to roll, or like I'm going to do, and just pull this side over. And same thing, just kind of allow it to touch the other side so it can create sort of a seal. And then pull it. Help it along if you need to. If you don't, just let it ride. And the first time I did this, I used parchment paper. I feel like it was a little easier. So now, towards the end, I have that seal I created, well, that extra that I left, that excess, just so I can kind of cover the ends. However you want to do it. You can leave it out. It really doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do, now that I have this awkward looking roll, but trust me, there's a reason for this process. So now, I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to take a piece of foil. So, okay, I'll do it this way. I have my roll, I have the foil, and I flip. And now I can just easily peel off the rest, discard the paper, and once again, you can just roll. And I'm doing this because, well, also make a, lift the ends just so the oil doesn't come out. So what I'm gonna do is I have my air fryer basket. You can use your oven, but it's too hot for that, well, where I am. So I'm just placing my sausage roll with the jalapeno and mozzarella inside of this foil burrito. And I'm gonna cook this on 350 for 30 minutes, and then I'll bring you guys back. So remember, 350 degrees for 30 minutes, and then I'll show you guys how to make the egg wrap that I'll be using. Hey guys, so my air fryer stopped, so the sausage roll is done. I'm letting it cool down, and now I'm gonna make the egg roll, the egg wrap, or egg tortilla, whatever you wanna call it. So in my bowl, I have 3 eggs. I'm gonna add a little cream. I'm gonna add some pepper, a little salt, just for a little taste. I'm gonna mix. And now I'm gonna I'm gonna take you guys over to the stove. Okay guys, so I'm back. I have my pan heated up on a low heat. I have my egg mixture here. For good measure, I'm going to spray my pan with the avocado oil spray. And then I'm just gonna pour in my egg. Just gonna pour it in evenly. So now, if you want like a uniform shape, just move it around until you get the shape that you want. Place a lid, let it go for a few minutes, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, I'm back. So it's been about 3 minutes. I'm gonna remove the lid. Now I'm gonna add some cheese. I'm gonna turn off my heat. Replace the lid. So like I said, you can skip this cheese portion, or you can mix it into your mixture, your egg mixture, cook it all together, or omit it all together. So now I'm gonna remove this from the heat, and I'll show you how I wrap the sausage roll. Okay guys, so this is what the sausage roll looks like once it's completely cooked. Now sealing it helps from all the cheese from escaping. So I'm gonna move this to the side. And now I'm gonna transfer over my egg wrap. This is what the egg wrap looks like. I'm just gonna go around the edges and gently try to make sure to loosen up everything, because the cheese will cause it to stick a little bit. So I'm gonna move out of the shot and then slide it off. So I'm sliding it out. Uh-oh. This is still extremely hot. So the cheese is super duper stringy. Super, what am I saying? Super gooey. So there is my cheese tortilla. There's the sausage roll. So I'm gonna fold over both sides. Ooh, hot. I'm gonna roll. We can keep with the same thing and just roll with the paper. Now, since I know I want to cut this in half, it was easier for me to get a whole new sheet of parchment. You don't have to, you can just cut it on your paper. Cut it on your plate and enjoy. But it was easier for me to do it this way. So I had to trim off some of the edges. But you just take it, you roll, you hit down here, you can fold in a little crisscross pattern. Hopefully you saw that. And then you tuck. This side looks a little better, so we'll roll with that. Next, I'll put it on the plate and then I'll cut it. Okay, so next you take a sharp knife, cut it on the bias. And there you go. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. This is your, you can call it an egg burrito, a sausage roll, whatever. But the carbs are, again, very non-existent. You have your cheese ring, you have your jalapeno, your sausage. This is just a different take on breakfast. With keto, we do a lot of eggs, we do a lot of bacon, a lot of sausage. So I'm just giving you guys another option. So this is it. You can add some sour cream or some salsa. And thanks for watching. Bye.